Hi everybody and welcome to my channel, Sweet Caroline RD to Be. I am Caroline Williams and this is Maddi Lupul.
Guys.
She is our special guest today. We are going to be doing a grocery store tour at Trader Joe's. Just a little bit of background about how I know Maddi. We are both dietetic students. I am currently still an undergraduate, but Maddi is in her dietetic internship. So that's really great. So Maddi, to start off today, I'm going to ask you a few questions before we head out to the store.
Sounds great.
So to begin with, where do you typically do your grocery shopping?
So usually, I love Trader Joe's, but, so I usually go there every week, but usually, sometimes I'll have to change it up and everything, so sometimes I'll go to Publix or Target, but I'm a basic millennial girl, and I need my Trader Joe's, so they've got a lot of great, different foods to try and everything, and I think they're really creative with their products, so yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so next question, how often do you go to the grocery store typically?
So I usually plan to go once a week. Sometimes I'll have to go midweek if I'm forgetting an odd item, but yeah, I'll usually go on the weekends, and it's kind of my therapy. For us nutrition students, we really like our food, so yeah.
And would you say that you are a meal prepper, or do you typically like to cook daily, or?
For sure. So cooking for one and everything, I have roommates, but I cook for myself. Usually I'll just make like a regular dinner one evening, and then I'll have leftovers throughout the week and everything. I used to do a lot of meal prepping and everything, but sometimes I find it difficult to maintain freshness throughout the week for certain food meals that I'll make and everything. So I'm definitely more of a cook-as-you-go person, but I like leftovers, so yeah.
Awesome. Okay, next question for you. When we are doing the grocery store tour, what typically catches your eye? What are you looking for so that we'll know as we're following along with you?
Absolutely. So two main things that I really like to emphasize when I go grocery shopping is products that are high in fiber and protein, and that are full of a lot of healthy vitamins and minerals, so what you're going to get through your veggies and fruits and everything. So, for example, Trader Joe's has their new butternut squash pizza crust out, which sounds really weird, but I think it's a great replacement to having normal pizza crust. You're getting a lot of vitamin A, and it's a little bit of a lower calorie option. So there's things like that. They've got a cauliflower gnocchi. They've got, what else do they have that's like in style right now or in season? They've got like a pumpkin cheesecake, cream cheese spread. They've got all these different types of
I'm sure they have a lot of pumpkin stuff.
I could probably talk about this for an hour, but we'll leave it.
Awesome. Well, we're really excited to follow you on the grocery store tour. Last question for our viewers. What would you recommend for someone who's trying to stick to a budget when shopping?
Absolutely. So a few things I would mention for just sticking to a budget would obviously just be prioritizing what groceries you need. So usually what I'll use as a template for me to stay under budget, even though that always doesn't happen, is, buying about 2 or 3 different veggies a week, 2 or 3 different fruits a week. You can buy a grain or 2. Usually that'll keep for longer than a week, so that will usually last a little bit longer. And then buying maybe 2 or 3 different protein items to last you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner and everything. Also, another thing I like to consider is when you're looking at an item that you want to buy, make sure you're looking at the price per serving, because certain packages or certain items, you might buy the smaller version of it, but it's not going to last as long, and you're not going to be saving as much money if you buy maybe a larger package. And also some of these foods that you can buy, you can easily freeze them too. Like, for example, I'll buy a big bag of spinach or a huge carton of strawberries, and I'll freeze them and use them in the future. So yeah, that's kind of a few tips that I have.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Maddi, so much for letting me interview you and kind of pick your brain on your typical grocery store weekly needs. So I am really excited for you guys to continue watching into our grocery store tour. So I hope you like it.
Yes, and thank you so much for having me, Caroline. I appreciate it.
Hey guys.
Hi guys.
We're at the grocery store at Trader Joe's,
and we are in the vegetable and fruit section.
Yes.
And we're gonna show you what we get. Alright guys, so for fruits this week, I'm gonna get pomegranates, apples. I think I'm gonna do grapes, but pomegranates are not, they're $1.50 for pomegranate, but I love them a lot, so I'm gonna get them. And then apples are on sale for 50 cents each, so I'm gonna get a whole bunch of those for next week. So yeah. Now we're getting our vegetables right now. I like spinach right now, so I'm going to do a bag of spinach. And then I might also do some squash this week because I'm going to do zoodles. And I'm also going to do some sort of packaged vegetable of some sort, so yeah. Eggs are also a really good source of, or a really cheap source of protein. So I'm usually going to do, every week I do a carton of eggs, and I use the yolks and everything because you get a lot of healthy fats in that too. But I'll usually get the ones that say omega-3 on it because you need a lot of your omega-3 fatty acids, and so usually I go with these ones because they're the cheapest, but they're $2.49 each. Alright, and I also love doing yogurt as like an after, I usually do it with my lunch or for breakfast in the morning. And usually the Greek yogurt, I'm going to do the 0% because it's in the larger container, but I also like 2% yogurt. So yeah, just like a really convenient way to just use for breakfast or lunch, and even like putting it on topping on your putting it as a topping on your pancakes and stuff. So yeah, you can never not go to Trader Joe's and not get your free sample. And for protein this week, I'm gonna do some chicken breast. I usually like getting their ground turkey a lot. It's $2.79 per package, but I had that last week, so we're gonna do chicken breast. And usually I get about $5 worth. So we're just gonna take a look and see which one. These are all like $10. I get $5 with the chicken. This one is $5.24. They also have a lot of really good vegan options here. So they've got different types of marinated tofus. They've got tempeh here. I'm not vegan, so I usually don't stick to doing that, but for all you plant-based eaters out there, there's also plenty of options at Trader Joe's. Okay, so I've got mostly everything I need. I might get some condiments like a salsa here and maybe some brown rice, but apart from that, I think we're good to go. Salsa because it is brand new and it's pumpkin flavored, and there's a few more days left in October, so pumpkin is allowed. I'm also out of brown rice, so I'm gonna get some of this. And then you can also do like quinoa. They've got farro here. There's a lot of different grain options. We've got pasta, but we're gonna go with this for this week. Okay, so for my grain this week, I'm actually not going to get rice. I'm going to get bread. And one thing when you're buying bread is that you're going to want to stick to getting a minimum of 3 grams of fiber per slice. And usually that you'll find in whole wheat bread. So like this is a sprouted grain bread that I'm going to get. And see here, there is 3 grams of fiber. And that's for 16 grams of carbohydrate. So you're going to want to look at the relative carbohydrate to fiber amount. So yeah. That is bread. Alright guys, so we just left Trader Joe's. all my groceries only cost $50, and we're gonna just quickly go over again what I got and everything to last me for the week, so stay tuned for that. Hey guys, so here's all I got for this week. It cost me about $50. This is gonna be a great one filming with y'all. And so I got pomegranates, and even though these weren't the cheapest fruit option, I still got to be under $50 for the week, so I'm really happy about that. I got apples, I got my grapes, which are really delicious, by the way. And for my vegetables, we did some yellow squash, spinach, and this Asian vegetable stir fry, which also was not the cheapest, but still managed to fit it within my budget. I also got some canned pumpkin because we need pumpkin. And then some cauliflower gnocchi, which is absolutely amazing. You've probably seen this all over Instagram. It is so good. And then I got some bread for my grains for this week. And then also for condiments, this green goddess dressing is really good. It's really fresh. And the salsa, which is also really good. And it also has a little bit of healthy fats in it too, so always very important. And then lastly, for my proteins, I got my chicken breast, my eggs, and my Greek yogurt. So yeah, I'm really happy with all these groceries for this week, and yeah, so thank you so much for watching.
Hi guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the first episode. I'm really excited to begin sharing different nutrition tips and information with y'all. I hope you liked our special guest, Maddi Lupul. She is a really great friend of mine and extremely knowledgeable in nutrition. We had a blast filming this, so I hope you liked it, and we'll come back for our next episode. Sweet Caroline.